Hey guys, Mike here with the watch list video for Wednesday, November 22nd. Quick reminder for those that don't know, the market is closed Thursday for Thanksgiving, and I still haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure it's almost always like a half day on Friday. I may put together a video for Friday's half day with a watch list. We'll see. I may not. I may not even trade Friday. But you never know. You never know. I'll probably have a food hangover, so I'll have nothing else to do. So I probably maybe will. Who knows? We'll see. If you didn't make it to the chat room today, the SPY gapped down a little bit, but look at that candle. I mean, very, very narrow range, closed about where it opened. There's the intraday from that horizontal blue line. Just straight chop sideways. Super proud of the group because even in that straight chop sideways, and you guys heard me last night, I wasn't very excited about the watch list, right? SHOT, which is just crazy move today and crazy ahead of itself. But Nick C in chat, see this candle right here? That topped at 515 and it had an earlier high of 523. Called it back through this 515. He said something like, shot is wild, but I'm going to try it back over 515, which was right there. And it never looked back until the very end of the day, right? So from 515, it went to 750. And just glancing at it, I want to say the stop was maybe 20 cents below. Just a fantastic call. And then I actually gave a couple ideas that I'm proud of too. ANGH was super strong. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit here. So ANGH did this kind of midday breakout finally broke the early high. I called it on this pullback to the 5s buy zone, which will give you an entry somewhere around the middle of the buy zone, somewhere around 240, 239, and the stop was literally, I put a dime, I think, on the website. It was actually lower than that. It was actually maybe 8 cents risk. So if you got it at 249, it ended up going to 345, something like that. Huge move on that's a great 5s buy zone, by the way, because it was not even Kevin M pointed out, it's in a very tight range. So that made it a very low risk pullback play. And it actually outperformed what I even expected. And I also gave the kind of cup and handle idea in MRAI. When it probably looked about like this, I said this is my favorite one going into the close because if it has a late day rally, the daily is going to look really good too. People in chat said I gave the over 130 idea. I can't remember if I exactly typed it out or the cup and handle. I got long as it broke 130 though, and it didn't take too long to go to 160. I had a really nice trade in that one, all things considered. And you can't see the 200 on here. But the 200, I think, is slightly over $2. So this is a really handsome chart going into tomorrow. So my favorite one going into tomorrow, with today's high being $1.60, and then the other day it was $1.63. So back through today's high, we got the break of 163 that probably will happen, and then you've got the 200-day that might act as a magnet. So that's my favorite setup going into tomorrow. We've got some new faces thanks to the Black Friday offer. Coming up on 20 full years of running a day trading chat room. I don't think a lot of people can say that. And if you haven't seen our Black Friday special, and I'm not talking to the chat room members because all of you are already in the chat room, but if anyone's watching this, it's not. I got even people on Twitter telling me I'm crazy. I've never given an offer like this, but we're trying to get some new faces in the room, and I've never done really a big Black Friday special, so I'm doing it. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's too cheap. But anyway, if you're interested, if you've ever watched my videos and thought, hey, I'd like to be part of a great group. And again, the room's great, not because of me, but because of the teamwork in there, right? And because of our rules where we don't allow people to pump. We don't allow people to say, I just took XYZ, or look what I did, or I'm a better trader than you, or I've got a bigger than you. None of that's allowed. It's just teamwork. And it's taken me, learning over 20 years to kind of put together how a chat room should be run. And I think we've done a pretty good job at making it that way. So anyway, what are we watching for possible A+ setups tomorrow? ANGH, we'll start there. Huge move. I already talked about that one, what we called it today. So probably not going to give a trade tomorrow, but I am going to keep it on a chart. JWN reported after hours, so I'm going to keep it on a chart. I said that it's interesting kind of over this horizontal line. It flushed down, and right now it's almost trading flat. It's trading at after hours in 1473. So we'll see if it gets some legs tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a setup. W, I still like. I'll put the horizontal line there. I still like a potential breakout above that line. A lot of shorts in the name. SGD had a big pop today. It was on Bounce Watch coming in today. Closed in about the middle of its range, though, but I still want to watch that one tomorrow. It's been kind of a big mover. I didn't type that right. CDIO. Had another nice pop today. For me, it really needs to come back down for a day or two, but because I'm a day trader, I will have it on a chart. DRCT, normally I would never have anything this extended on a chart, but I said the same thing about SHOT, S-H-O-T, and it's given some nice trades since I started saying it's not worth watching, it's too extended. So with that in mind, I'm a day trader. I'll keep DRCT on watch going forward for the next week or so. METC seems to have found support. Huge move back here, right? Seems to have found support around this 16. So I'm going to look for a potential long tomorrow. GOGL, not to be confused with Google. Nice breakout today. We're going to watch that for a possible follow-through setup. I already talked about MRAI. My favorite looking chart going in tomorrow. SYM, looking for a continuation day after their earnings breakout today. YPF, quiet inside day after that big rip yesterday. So maybe a third day play there. ZM, which is Zoom, which gapped way down on earnings, sold off, but then went out near the high. So that's pretty impressive rebound. So let's watch that one tomorrow. And then lastly, CHGG. I don't know. I don't love this. It's kind of in the middle of its range that it put in since the gap up, but maybe it gives a setup tomorrow. Keep in mind, we're in a holiday week. Tomorrow, the day before Thanksgiving, I expect it to be pretty dead. And that's also probably why I didn't find a lot of stuff today. The SPY was straight choppy sideways. So I couldn't find a lot of charts that were interesting going into tomorrow. So keep that in mind. But one quick comment, NVIDIA is trading at 494.34 right now. They reported after hours. There's the daily. So not a lot of action. It actually whooshed down to maybe 470, I think, at one point in after hours, but quickly rebounded. Let me see the low. Yeah, 468. And it's found its way back up right now, trading at 495. So that will probably have some effect on the market too, however that one settles. All right, I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat.